All right, greetings. As you can see, I am still on location. I was going to do, I went to, what is St. Augustine, an hour away. That went well. No, it did not go well. So I'm going to go there tomorrow and do some filming there. Yeah, parking's not very good there, and energies aren't exactly welcoming there either. So it does feel like yeah, an Indian bloodbath there at one time. Definitely human trafficking at one time. Just a little bit of everything. So it wasn't. Yeah, I tried to use one of those parking meters. That didn't work. Just the energy, and I was running out of time. It's nothing was working out. I wasn't going to go there today, but I felt, why not? I'm glad I went out there, but it's not exact. Yeah, a lot of snake energies there, or reptilian, you can say. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, that's right. I forget the title of this. So, recently there's been, I was going to put up stuff on the news about Mars, but everybody has like 1,000 ads on their site, so I'm not going to do that. But Mars has been coming up a lot recently. See, the world is like going into the ground basically. And it's funny how Mars is now, everybody's flying to Mars. Well, we just had NASA just sent some kind of probe or something like that to Mars. So as the world becomes a third world country or goes into Mad Maxville, yeah, we're starting to send everybody to Mars. It's kind of interesting, what to think. I mean, I think we're going to survive this, but it's getting kind of, yeah. And are they going to delay the election? Is a high possibility. You know, Congress might be crying about it right now, but they might come to a conclusion it's just not going to work. Which is going to put us in a whole nother world. So government does always usually play a role in timeline changes, life changes. They did that with TSA. So if they delay the election, which I believe is a high possibility, but they might not. That shows you, yeah, we're not in Kansas anymore, if they fully do that. So we'll have to wait and see. I mean, internally, I feel like that's going to be a high possibility, but might be late into doing it. So, yeah. Jeez. Nothing's gonna be a second. So, okay, I'll give you a slight update. This is for those that are new, and I was going to show the NASA stuff, but I'm best off not doing that. I can use the ad blocker, but I'd rather not. This is Ancestral.com. We have prior sessions. We're on a channel. Google Hangout, Zoom, and showing my phone. We have the shop here. I'm on the 20th, and hopefully catch up better tomorrow. Hopefully, yeah, tomorrow will be a better day. Same situation here. We have other channelers and healers I do recommend. And I can't see what I'm doing. Social network. Yeah, Rabbit University and dating site. For those that are for your support. So what I've got from I'll go into the NASA stuff. I'm not sure. We'll bring in somebody for that. What I got from St. Augustine, of course, this is my point of view. No, there are Nordic beings, the tall blondes. The Pleiadians are not exactly the kindest. I guess it all depends. Not everybody's connected to everything. What I got from the Nordics, yeah, they influence a lot of the Spaniards. Yeah, not in the best way. Like Christopher Columbus. And you know, Columbus isn't exactly known for the best things in life. There's a lot of stuff that's been hidden about him. Even was it Benjamin Franklin also? And you know, there was a lot of whitewashing of, there's always like, even in like movies, it's always a bad guy, like it's a rich white guy basically, right? That's Nordic influence. Well, I believe, from what I feel from all of this, there's probably more going on, of course. Um, of the tall blondes influence a lot of the Spanish to do, atrocities across, and you know in the new world basically. So the influence to take it over, to wipe out a race, but there's also positives there too. It wasn't all of a negative, like founding of different cities. It wasn't always a negative there, but a negative kind of moves in somehow and takes over, brings in the money, brings in different influences. The Nordics are, yeah, what my connection with the Nordics is that they're worse than any reptilian being. They can be. They could be, yeah, they're just not, like, yeah, Vogue magazine, you just have, people like starving themselves to look good and all that. That's all Nordic influence. There's more to it. Not everybody has been connected to them. Yeah, it's not an easy race to be around. My connection with the Nordics, the tall blondes, at least the negative ones, is that they don't, they're always trying to beat the crap out of each other. I mean, they're always trying to pull one on each other. It's like, who can be like a positive person? You keep doing positivity, you get positive energy. You heighten your vibration. With what the Nordics are tapped into, you do something dark, you keep doing something dark, and you keep that darkness going. It's a little bit of yin yang, I guess. So, and people wonder how these beings like the Nordics and the reptilians and Greys and wherever else, how do they keep their vibration the way it is? They just keep doing dark spells, you can say, to keep them, in that vibration. They already know how to keep themselves in fourth dimension, but they got to keep it going. It's kind of like a business that has to keep producing something. You always have to keep on doing something, innovating. It's kind of the same thing. Now, if you're a lighter being, you don't have to do those type of things. You just keep growing your vibration and connecting to what's right for you. But the Nordics are always negative energies. They're a little bit different than that. So that's why I got, and that was the other thing. You connect the things throughout the day. So if everything else, all else fails, you bring in a city, you bring in this society or whatever it is, all its fails to bring in religion to program the people. Now, obviously, religion has been a thing keeping people in third dimension. They don't have just one religion; they have a whole bunch of them. So whatever it is that makes, whatever it is that works. And you feel like life is hopeless, well, in this world, it technically is. We saw the reality is brought to us. But now we're going into a whole nother, direction, of course. So obviously, there's different ways of looking at all this, looking at all the. Anyway, I don't know if there's a lot of people that are connected to the Nordics that closely. I've had my ups and downs, so let's put it that way. I went to, years ago, I went to a metaphysical, it's like a talk or something like that. It was in the area. And I felt some, I was talking about the same stuff we've heard over and over again. I felt the Nordics there, Tom Wands, they're kind of feeling bad how their race caused so much problems to the world. They're trying to make Jesus look white. Even the Pope is white usually. You don't see any other diversities. I think maybe they have that now, but anyway, it's always like they're trying to put the white man in everything. So, which is causing a lot of, racial problems. And I can see that, what we're going through now is a Nordic influence too. You can't get away from them, apparently. If society starts to look at things a little bit differently, luck with that, but you never know. Yeah, it's a bunch of aliens messing with everybody, and they're psychotic. I mean, it's not all reptilians. Far from it. I mean, they might have some reptilian in them, possibly, making me even crazier. Yeah, what I feel from that, I mean, even the positive ones are the way they operate is just they're very fast. Like, talking about ADD, they can appear here, there, they can disappear, other beings can do the same thing. These guys are quick. And negative ones are quick too, but I don't think they're as fast as the positive ones. But yeah, and they can, yeah, think like you're on a psychic network. They can pick up on, the positive ones can pick up on quite a bit. They can't see everything, but they know something's up. So yeah, it's when they look at this world, from what I feel, yeah, it's rough. Obviously, right? Well, they want to make, this world unbearable for people to live on. They're doing a really good job of that, aren't they? Yeah, they want to kick people off this planet. They don't want you on here. It's like, if you can't win, just get off. They want everybody off here. So they can run it. They can do whatever they want. Yeah, it's not very clear of what their whole agenda is. It's like whatever alien species can get rid of the most people wins, I guess. You can say it's something like that. Not that they're doing it now. Well, people might think that. I'm not connected to any of that. So yeah, this whole situation is just, anyway, it's a movie. So anyway, okay. All right, let's see what we have here. Yeah, we bring in Nathaniel. It's a positive top one. He came through a webinar. Let's see what else. I think Archangel Michael might come through also. Give a raw connection to Archangel Michael, because I've been connecting him a lot today. Yeah. Okay. All right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings. This is Nathaniel. Yeah, the Nordics are misunderstood beings. There are some, yes, that are vicious to your world. There's also a contract humans have with the Nordics, meaning that humans want to achieve a certain amount of learning to themselves. And the Nordic beings have no problem bringing it to them. So humans kind of brought Nordic beings to a more darker level, because yes, the Nordics go through a lot of diversity, healing of themselves. Some of them are races that are being healed at this time. It's also combining alien species with human. Even if you are manipulated by different alien beings, you still bring that energy close to you. So it's like you have a friend, even if it might not be the best of friends. But like beings that are influencing humans, you create a contract with those beings. Now, if you want to continue that contract, or you can end it, I mean, you can have a reincarnation cycle with them. You wonder where family comes from. So, like some of select Nordic beings can go too far. Yes, they do work with the Illuminati. They work in many agendas to spark racism among people. Nordic beings, the ones that are wounded, like energy-wise, some of them are, you can say, not mentally operating correctly. So they go into what they feel is comfortable for them, where they get a high. That's holding on to humanity for dear life, to give them meaning. And detaching them from humans is not easy. Yeah, some of them are mentally unstable. That doesn't justify what they're doing, no. what they do is they're there to, yes, to kill the human spirit, the reason for living, as they have done, because that's a reflection on themselves too. How hard they hit a human is how hard what they're going through within themselves, and it's a difficult one to see, to understand. Self-esteem, they hit that hard also. Now, Nordic beings on a positive level, yes, are bringing diversity of energies, alien energies. A lot of us, yes, are connected to Gandhi, different spiritual assistants of basically bringing a diversity energy here. Yes, to show it doesn't have to be a white guy all the time, yes. As we are a part of all races and human races and also alien. We love them all, but some Nordic beings want to continue an agenda of self-love. A lot of humans lose themselves. And some alien Nordics do fall in love, yes, with humans all the time. Yeah, it's not a match made in heaven either. No. Are they lost? It's a combination of some of them are, some Nordic beings, yes, are future humans of your Earth that have a version of Earth where they lost themselves. Uh, there's many levels there, meaning that some of that Nordic beings, the males, there are females, but they don't make themselves known that much on their world. But the males can, fall in love with a female here, and wonder why, there's certain, It's like, yes, if you're stuck on somebody, it's like, why am I stuck on this person? It could be a Nordic influence there, yes. They get attached to, because they want to grow themselves, but they're not growing in the best of ways. They attach themselves to a person, and to them, that's their growth. As I say, removing them is not easy, because once you welcome in the vampire, it's hard to detach themselves from the person. Meaning the influences. If they influence you to be a drug addict or an alcoholic, that Nordic being is not your best friend. Now, once you put the alcohol and the drugs away, your contract with them does release. But once again, us removing them is not easy. To give you some idea of how it works. It's like if you die, they go with you. It's like now you're even more connected to them. It's very heavy, actually. I guess romantic in some state, some mind. That's what humanity needs to start looking into themselves. Understanding alien energies, spiritual energies overall, will help you in your daily life. Why did certain decisions happen? Why did a problem happen? It helps you handle mistakes easier. Because you understand, it's like, because you understand your contract here. Now, yes, it might not be easily understood instantly, and some still have a difficulty understanding their contract. Some don't want to hear it at all. But your contract can be understood by the beings that are around you. And everything can be laid out in front of you. And you know more about why was there failure, but then success is right around it. You need failures for success to occur, especially if you want success to be a soul growth. So alien influence can get, but then again, it's up to you for the influence to take. Like, you can have a couple of drinks, or you can just drink every day and become an alcoholic. You have the choice. We'll just use that for example. So as you diversify your energies on this planet, you're connecting more to the outside universe. Yes, your Mars is a sign of things to come. Yes, and now realize many things. There's a colonies. There are realities where that exists, of course, but for the most part, in your dimension, you're going to just see it as a barren planet. Now, if there are cities and all that there, they're not going to make it clear. But yes, they're showing that this Earth cycle is coming to an end, not completely, but yes, you're shifting it to a more advanced. As you go to Mars, it allows more technology brought into Earth. So they find a way to sneak it into your reality. Not that you have robots roaming around anytime soon, but you are gearing up to that eventually. Yes, pandemics are part of life's choice of growth. Yes, but also yes, you're changing continents, countries, governments from within. And these governments have known this for quite some time. Obviously, they're part of the development of certain situations. So, of course, they're ready. This just shows your shadow government always has a plan B and plan C and other plans involved to kick out one government and bring another one in. And you have not quite seen that fully transition in your modern day, but anything is possible at this point. Yeah, your shadow government, as in, we don't have to just say that and just like scratching your head. As you know, if you look close enough, you know something's going on. Yes, you have your Area 51, for example, and your government's not talking too much about it. But yeah, there's rumors everywhere. And you have all the other rumors that are going on. But you don't feel like your public government is not saying anything because there's a shadow government, of course. And of course, they say for national security and all that, because all your shadow governments are always kind of going after each other. It's an elitist game, but it's also an alien trend. It's basically shifting society once again. So what is happening now, currently on your world, was already known months ago, and more than that, of what was going to go down. But not all the elites are fully aware of it, of course. They have predictions, but they can see trends of where things are going. Now, what they do with it's another story. So, yeah, so not doesn't mean that they're fully in control of it, but because things can get out of control. Alien beings, yes, we can't interfere. We have to let humans go through what they need to go through. But you are transitioning into a more fourth dimension light. Those that wish to. Yes, your Saturn energies are getting connected more to the human, unlocking more knowledge of your astral. Many more dreams will come through. The dream world has been shut down for many. More of that will start to open. Not necessarily alien, but just of anything fourth and fifth dimensional. Eventually, your whole world will start to dream more clearly. And some of you will have the same dream, yes. That shows your consciousness has very much shifted. So it's like watching television in your sleep, but you're actually living it. Where many would have the same dreams, like thousands, even hundreds of thousands of people have the same dream. And they all had a place in it somewhere. Now, that's something your technologies can never achieve. Not like that. So it shows you how powerful a human is. It's not always seen because you're learning the lessons of the third dimension reality. Of a very manipulative reality, of course. Well, it's why are humans like this? I believe you've heard versions of this. It was like what the hell? Let's see how far we can go. How much can we forget? As everything was forgotten. Anunnaki turned everything off for the majority of society. Not all. Not everyone was easy to turn off. So that's why you have spiritualism. But most of your humans are shut down to the ground, yes, to Mother Earth's energy. Basically, humans are connected to the trees. So if you see trees aren't speaking, humans aren't speaking either. When you start hearing trees speak more often, it means the humans are starting to speak up too. So all of a sudden that tree just said hello to me. It's like, what am I lost my mind? That shows the vibration of Earth is shifting. It shows that humanity is becoming more of itself. As it used to be. Just wiser than it was before. The wisdom of the past, humans just, had too much power and not enough maturity to handle it. The human, which is the ancestor, yes, of the Atlantean, but goes much more than that. Also an ancestor of all the alien beings, all the animals here. Yes, your foxes, your your rhinoceroses, all that. Your ancestors of all of them, and they have their energies with you. I mean, some of you are rhino people, some of you are elephant people, some of you are cat people. I think you know that. It's just so much is realizing that the caterpillar people do exist here too. Yeah, the bug people are kind of that's one that's some already know it. But to fully embrace that, especially when you have memories of crawling around someone's house, going through all their stuff as a bug, as a little bug. When memories start coming back of that, you know you're going into the fourth dimension, and especially when that becomes more acceptable by society. At least the memories of it. Or yes, a butterfly pollinating, bringing nature in, awakening, talking to the flowers. There's a shift here, yeah. As you connect more, basically humans eventually would start to see, some of them are already going through it. They see life through the animal's eyes, not just their own eyes. Yes, rhinoceros, elephant beings, cat people. There's a human who realizes where their origins come from. Meaning that some of you are reincarnated, yes, elephant people, elephant beings that have been here, and cat beings, of course, and etc. Other alien beings. Or talk about the animals here in your Earth's history that are now humans. And some of them are shut down, but not all of them. It's a task. How do you know more about yourself? Can I be a human and not remember my galactic life? Some of you are here to awaken that. A lot of elephant beings are reckless in the universe. It's not just reptilians. And elephant beings come to get some of their anger out, some of their frustration out, because they have, they have the way they're created. It's hard for them to get around. I mean, they have a long nose, and they're just even if they're humanoid, it's still rough. They can get aggravated. Actually, they get mad pretty easily sometimes. So they incarnate here to clear that out. But humans aren't really looking at it that way, are they? You have all these. Some of you are tree people. You already know that. Those people are very spiritual here. Yeah, I used to be a tree on, of tree energy, and was it Yellowstone Park, things like that. One thing was that, yes, those that remember their insectoid lifetimes have to be, let's say from our point of view, the most humorous. Those are a little bit hard, and you're not even on drugs remembering these things. If you're on drugs, that's one thing. When you're not on any drugs, and did I just have that dream of flying around on somebody and poking on them while they're trying to eat? Was that me? That shows you fourth dimension energies are coming through. Well, there's another being here, but I believe that is all we have for you tonight, though. Blessings. All right, blessings.